All right, let's start this section by a discussion of variables and the built-in primitive types in Python, including integers, floats, booleans, and strings. So here I'm going to define a few variables, starting with the first one, students count. Note that here, all the letters are lowercase, and we're using an underscore to separate multiple words. This is the naming convention we use in Python. So here we set students count to, let's say, 1,000. This is an example of an integer. Let's look at an example of a float. So we set rating to 4, let's say 99. Here's another variable, is published. We set this to true or false. Note that the first letter is uppercase. And finally, let's take a look at an example of a string. So we set course name to Python. Now in Python, you can use either double quotes or single quotes, or you can use triple quotes if your string is multiple lines. For example, here I can put triple quotes, and in between them, I can add a string that has multiple lines, okay? Now, one interesting feature in Python is that you can initialize multiple variables on the same line. For example, let's say we have coordinates like x and y. We can initialize these two on the same line. So we can set x comma y. We set it to 1 comma 2. This line is exactly equivalent to these two lines. So it's a shortcut. And finally, just like almost every programming language, we can set multiple variables to the same value. For example, we can set x and y to 1. So these are the basics of variables. Next, I'll talk about the dynamic nature of Python.